Good morning, everyone. Today is actually Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, and by the time you guys see this, Thanksgiving would have already passed. So I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Yesterday, we actually went down to my parents' house so that we can pick up the kids. I had a cousin there. She came up from Puerto Rico to visit some family and also visit my mom. So we went down there to meet up with her and talk to her and hang out with her for the day, which was really nice because I hadn't seen her since my 9-year-old was 6 months old. We will have some more stuff coming up for this weekend, which we will take you along, and we hope you enjoy. So yeah, hope you follow along this week. So this week we were learning about Egyptian jewelry, and we had a fun little activity to recreate some of our own. What you doing, babe?
So I'm putting a couple beers in here, but honestly, this refrigerator, like what we use it for mostly is to put like Cokes in there.
Yeah, whenever we have like guests or we want to have something a little different, but man, it keeps those Cokes nice and chilled.
Oh, they're so great. I mean, we don't, not that we drink a bunch, it was on sale, so that's why.
Right, we bulk up when we can get it for like buy two, get two free at Publix, and we're like, okay, it's time.
Right. So we don't go through a ton of stuff. It's just when we do buy it, we do the bulk buying. But I mean, again, when we have guests over,
yeah, it's nice.
They just come over here, they're like, holy cow, and man, we put it at 29 degrees. So whenever you have a Coke at 29 degrees, they are really good.
They're so cold. Yeah, it's nice. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and I've got a few things to do. Last night we started working in the dining room, and this morning I've got to finish more in the dining room. I got to put up some curtain rods with the help of Nelson, and we're going to get some decorations up. However, right now what I'm going to do is I am going to start a flan. I'm taking a few things to my mom's house tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and flan is definitely one of them. That takes a little while to make, so I'm just going to go ahead and start making it now so that I can start chilling and I don't have to worry about anything later on today. So that's what we're doing. Right now, Nelson has the fire on. If there's anything that my husband loves during the winter time is to have a fire going all of the time. And we've been really blessed that we have a real wood burning fireplace, so he gets a kick out of that. I do remove the 3 center stockings while that's on, just to make sure they don't, catch on fire or anything. Last year, I never had to take them down because the mantle was actually higher, and honestly they never even got warm, but now they're a little bit closer to the fireplace, and yeah, we don't want any accidents happening, so I remove those every time there's like a fire on, which is a little bit of a hassle, but hey, I don't mind because honestly, who doesn't love a fire when it's cold outside? And the flan is in the oven. It's supposed to stay there for an hour, so I have the timer on. As soon as it beeps, I'll take it out and then I'll remove it from the mold. You can probably hear Nelson with the blower outside. He is tidying up the front porch because the kids and him are going to be out all day today decorating, putting lights up outside and stuff. And I am just trying to tidy, get a few things done before tomorrow. We're heading off early we're heading off early tomorrow to be with my parents and some family. And then we have to come back, you know, at a decent time tomorrow night because we have big plans on Friday. So as you can see, removing this from the pan is the trickiest part. I didn't get it quite centered and I can't slide it down. I was trying to jiggle it to slide it down, but it won't move. And I have a little bit of a crack right there, but everything else looks good, so it'll have to do. Nelson just left with my oldest. Unfortunately, she had a little bit of a fall and she tried to get on a chair that we have in the front porch. It's like a little wrought iron chair. Nelson had moved it to the driveway and for whatever reason she wanted to sit on there, and we don't know what happened because Nelson was obviously putting lights on the house. She fell over and I guess her hand was on the armrest of the chair, and when she fell to the right, her fingers were caught between the chair and the concrete. And so she was pretty bloodied up and her middle finger was quite swollen and purple. So Nelson brought her in and he cleaned off her wounds and stuff, but I'm just a little concerned because it does look like it might be fractured. So he's on his way right now with her to take her to the children's urgent care that's not too far from where we live. So yeah, it just, that definitely took a turn today. So Natalia is back and it's about 10:30 right now actually. They got back earlier around dinner time. They got x-rays and everything was fine. She doesn't have any broken bones or fractures or anything like that, which they were really surprised since her finger was pretty swollen and it was purple. But thank goodness the x-rays came back and everything was fine. We all had dinner. She does have a little splint and both of her fingers that were hurt are together and she's got to keep it that way for about a week. But other than that, she's in good spirits. They're all in bed right now and I am finishing up another dessert for tomorrow that I just wanted to whip up. My father really likes pecans and he loves pecan pies, but I just thought I would try some pecan bars. It's a little bit later than I wanted to be up doing this stuff, but you know, things happened and we had to adjust. But that's what I'm doing right now. The pecan bars turned out really great and we had a wonderful Thanksgiving day over at my parents' along with some extended family that was visiting. And the next day we were headed to our wonderful yearly trip to Chattanooga. This is a trip my kids look forward to every year, and as soon as we get to the hotel room, we have a Buddy the Elf moment. We stop for lunch, and then we take a walk a couple of blocks down to the Tennessee Aquarium. This year, the streets were buzzing a lot more than last year, and it was so nice to see so many people out and about, enjoying the beautiful weather and all the activities the area had to offer. The aquarium is located right on the Tennessee River, and there's just spectacular views. We love seeing all of the wonderful sea creatures, and every year they have lots of different things that are new, whether it be new displays, updated areas, or even new games and activities for the kids. So it's never boring. One thing I noticed this year were my kids were really interested in learning about the animals. Before, they would just want to look at them, but now they were taking the time to read all about them, and that just made my heart so happy. The aquarium is comprised of two buildings separate from each other. One is the saltwater and the other one is the freshwater building. We always take a moment to videotape the kids acting like they're sleeping, just like the alligators. After the aquarium, we head off to dinner. And then after dinner, we go out by the riverbank where they have the lighting of the Christmas tree. They have a lot of boats decorated in Christmas. They have music and they have a fireworks show right over the river. Unfortunately, they didn't have this last year, so we weren't able to enjoy it then, but we were so happy that everything was back to normal this year and the festivities were back on. And the following day, we get up early and we head on over to the Children's Museum. Here they can interact with so many different things, instruments. They have a dinosaur display. They even have a tower that you can go up on and view the city. And this may be the last year that we do the Children's Museum. The museum needed a little bit of updating and they were working on it, so not all of the exhibits were available for everyone, so we weren't able to enjoy it to the fullest. After the museum, we head on over to lunch, and then after lunch, we stop by the cupcake kitchen so we can pick up some sweet cupcakes in order to celebrate Nelson's birthday later on that evening. We take our cupcakes back to the hotel room and we rest for a bit before we head up the mountain to Rock City Garden of Lights. It is a beautiful, windy ride up the mountain, and no, we're not going this fast. I just sped up the footage. It's beautiful and definitely reminds me of the roads in Puerto Rico. You can pretty much see all of Chattanooga from the top of the mountain. As a matter of fact, you can see several states from the top of Rock City. And once we get there, the magic begins. The entire place is full of lights and so many wonderful things to see. It's a beautiful Christmas wonderland that we all enjoy so much to go see every single year. To the left, you can see the city down below. If I remember correctly, there's about 4 different trails, and when we're about halfway through, we take a little bit of a break. We hang out at the top of the mountain. We have some dinner. We see Mrs. Claus and take pictures with Santa. And then we finish the rest of the trails. They have this area where it's musical lights, which is why those are flashing. And then we head off to the troll cavern, so we see all these displays inside of the caves. After this, we head right back down the mountain and back to our hotel room so we can celebrate Nelson's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Papi. Happy birthday to you. Feliz, feliz en tu día. Amiguito, que Dios te bendiga. Que reine la paz en tu día y que cumplas muchos más. Yay!
The next day, we pack up and head back home. We hope you enjoy our annual Christmas kickoff tradition over at Chattanooga. And thank you guys so much for watching.
My dad.